Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin, indeed. Wheeler and Lecter with you on your Thursday morning. Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the North. We're getting more inventory in. Come out and check out the new 2021 F-150 and the 2021 Bronco Sports. Landing. Also, just got in this week, or coming in this week, the all-new Mustang Mach-E, full electric Mustang.
Uh-huh.
The thing is sweet.
Yeah?
Absolutely sweet. Yeah. And you get uber rebates. Arctic Energy Alliance is offering up $5,000 rebate for a plug-in or a full electric, plug-in hybrid or a full electric car, plus $500 for that charging station, coming from the federal government between $2,500 and $5,000 as well.
Wow.
You get up to $10,000 in rebates picking up a full electric car.
Does it look like the classic Mustangs?
It does not.
Is it all muscly and stuff?
It's got the classic. It's got the Mustang front, like the updated Mustang front, but the rest is more like it's a fully enclosed. It's a four-door. It's more of a sedan.
It's a four-door.
It is.
Oh.
But it's a beautiful
A family Mustang.
That's right.
Nice.
They made those in the past. Remember?
Oh, did they? I thought they were always two-door.
They were always two-door, but they tried to make it into a family car early 2000s.
Yeah. Good plug.
Good.
That's a good plug.
Yeah, where we kind of talk about, I kind of tried to do that. I tried it again. Come check it out. Now the whole intro's been an ad.
Well, I'm glad we made something out of it.
That's right. Back at it again on a Thursday morning. Plenty to talk about. What did you guys talk about yesterday? I didn't listen.
Oh, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, great. Every adult in the NWT can get the vaccination now. Have you scheduled yours?
Yes, actually.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I was going through it yesterday. Phoenix sent me a message saying, "Go get it now." Went on there. Everything was gone immediately within the first couple of weeks. So I got to wait a couple of weeks and then figure it out.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the North. Wheeler and Lecter with you on your Thursday morning. If you don't know, well, now you're going to know. All Yellowknife adults can now get the COVID-19 vaccine. Pardon me, microchip. Pardon me, vaccine. There is a link, and it is in the on the story at cabinradio.ca. You can book a vaccination appointment. As soon as it was announced, most of those appointments got locked right up.
Oh, I thought you meant a link to vaccines and microchips.
That's right.
Jesse, just...
What?
Stop.
They want to trace us. They want to trace us. They want to know everything that we're doing.
They already do.
I know. That's the weirdest thing about people who are like, no, I'm not going to get that. It's a microchip and stuff like that. It's like, as you say that from your phone, which traces everything, literally everything you do.
And you put it on social media.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
see.
exactly. Because anyone who isn't on social media who's saying that, is probably off the grid or something like that. So they're living off the grid and probably not getting microchip. But even they are, what are you going to do?
Anyway.
Everybody knows what we're doing all the time.
Let's not go down that road.
That route. So, yeah, make your appointment now or whatever. I mean, I'll be interested to see all those people who were saying they were never going to get the vaccine roll up with those pictures of them being like, got my vaccine.
I think those people in southern provinces are now jumping the line.
Yeah, probably, right? Listen, I should get it first because I was the first to deny it. But I mean, it's, this is one of the steps we do in order to get back to, being able to travel and stuff. And with that in mind, the NWT and the Yukon will not have a travel bubble and everything will be done on a case-by-case basis. Awesome. And that probably has something to do with the Yukon opening its borders with BC and BC just being kind of a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
So, that doesn't really help us, but it's
that was part of what I heard in lunchtime news yesterday. They had the question session with Premier Cochrane, and basically that was what she had said in her conversations with the BC government that they are eventually going to be opening that border with BC, and it's like we can have a bubble, but it can't burst all of a sudden when we open our borders with BC. And I mean, as much as I want that bubble to happen, it makes sense.
It's just another reason to not like the Yukon.
And BC.
Well, I get it. Like they're very much more closely related with BC than they are with us. They kind of, they're a little closer with BC than they are with us.
BC brings them more business.
That's right. BC does.
Quite frankly.
Yeah, it's just another exclusionary, cliquey little tactic by the Yukon to exclude the Northwest Territories.
Huddled in the corner, whispering to each other and looking over at us.
What's going on?
It's like, what are they saying about us?
Yeah.
They're always talking about us over there.
Yeah, that's right. Yukon, stuff it. Sorry. That's just how I feel. But yeah, so obviously that's gonna put an obstacle in our path to creating some kind of bubble with them. Hey, but we'll probably have a bubble with none of it when they get all their cases under control. I think the thing is like the Yukon's got BC, and we don't get Alberta. Like we don't get the main kind of link to the south for us because Alberta, again, just handling everything terribly. So I don't know what you got to do.
They're stranger neighbors. I mean, I don't know. BC's pretty strange too.
Yeah, BC is strange, but at least in BC, it's just like, can you guys stop playing the bongos so much? In Alberta, it's like, can you guys not roll coal into my backyard? Thanks. You know what I mean?
Can you stop having oil fights?
Yeah, stop having oil fights. Oh my goodness. So, and you said you've got your vaccine
yeah, we got it booked yesterday. Yeah, we went
we got it booked. You guys going on the same day?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, of course, right?
Well, I mean, Phoenix and I are not going on the same day.
Oh no?
No. She's going today, and I'm going to help her because she's you know what? I don't mean to put her on Front Street, but she's a little afraid that she might faint.
Well, that's fair.
From the needle.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't like needles.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Has she had a history of
fainting
from needles?
I don't know. I don't think so. But
some people are just like needles.
Absolutely.
Like, some
people don't like it.
Yeah, like some people, it's not even like the vaccine or whatever they're getting themselves. It's just the fact that you're getting a needle stuck in you. They're just like, ah!
Yeah. So
like Ollie.
Yeah, like Ollie. Like Urkel. There's your Simpsons reference for the morning. So she'll get hers today. I got to figure out when I'm going to get mine. I was saying to you that like I've got some filming to do next week and the next week after that, so I didn't want to get in the middle of all that. But then you mentioned and reminded me that the first shot's not really the one you want to worry about. Not that you're worried about the second one, but the second one seems to be giving people some headaches, some sore arms, a little bit of fatigue, and some symptoms of being sick, because that's what vaccines do. And that also shows that your immune system is working, which is great. Right? Right.
Yeah. I've heard reports of feelings of a hangover.
Oh, man. Well, don't take it, obviously. It's the worst thing ever.
You should be able to act after that, right? I imagine you were doing that in your 20s?
No. Yeah, when I was in my 20s, when you could, like, drink for 5 days and then go do a show for a week, you know.
On no sleep.
Yeah. It was better.
Yeah.
You were more awake.
This will be a throwback.
That's right. A real throwback. But yeah, I just don't want it to put me on my butt, which I'm not afraid of at all. Like if I felt so sick the next day that I couldn't go to work, I'd be like, all right, well, cool. That's at least I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's better than getting, a disease that could kill you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I just, pros outweigh the cons,
Yeah, you got to weigh the options.
That's right. That's right. And I mean, this is, again, another step towards, being able to travel, being able to have public performances, all these things. So, get on the trolley or go live out in the boons.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Big news for Leela Gildea, nominated for 2 Juno Awards. That was announced a couple days ago, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it yet. So here we are. Leela, congratulations. We've been playing your music from the beginning. You've been a staple of the music scene in the North for so long, and of course have gone nationwide. Beautiful stuff. I mean, you just keep on racking up awards. This is getting boring at this point, really. Getting nominated for two Junos. It's
well. Racking up nominations.
That's right. But I think the nomination is an award in and of itself.
It's an honor.
I
don't know if it's an award.
No, she won the Juno Award for Aboriginal Recording of the Year in 2007.
Oh, did she?
That's right.
Okay. I thought she had yet to win a Juno for some reason.
No, she's won.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, she's probably getting bored of nominations by now. It's like, if I
an honor just to be nominated, but it'd be nice.
To
get one of those wins. But she has.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah,
absolutely.
I should read articles.
No, don't read articles.
Them.
Just, know everything. Be a CBC host and just know everything because it's right there on the screen because someone's typing it for you.
I was really excited about that headline. I'll tell you that much.
Nominated for the album North Star Calling. Wonderful album. We've got some of the tracks here on the log. If you've been listening, you've been hearing it. So it's a wonderful time again for Leela Gildea, and the pride of the people that grew up listening to her, and her family and her friends. Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What a powerhouse family.
No, I mean,
my God.
It's unfair. You got the Milligans, you got the Gildays. The two families in town that just have nothing but talent. But the Gildeas, I mean, they're everywhere. The Scotts, they're everywhere. You know?
Whoa, a pen throw.
A pen toss.
What's left for the Wheeler?
Yeah, nothing. Nothing at all. I mean, just a big announcements all week. Stephen Richardson as well, the music teacher in the running for the 2021 Music Counts Teacher of the Year Award.
Yeah.
Which will also be announced at the Juno Awards Gala and dinner to celebrate their 50th anniversary in Toronto. The winners will be announced on broadcast on May 16th. Pretty awesome. Yeah.
Not to derail at all.
Not to do rails?
What? Not to do rails.
I was going to say.
In the morning.
Yeah.
7:40.
Yeah.
Did you see it? Do you know what Stephen Richardson looks like? His picture's not in this article, but it is, I think, on a different...
Not going to lie to you, you are derailing. But yes, I've seen his picture.
Who does he look like to
you? I know what you think he looks like. I think he looks
there
like...
he is, yeah.
There he is right there.
I mean, handsome guy. Absolutely.
Sure.
But first, celebrity lookalike.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
He looks like a hockey player.
A hockey player?
A little bit.
What hockey player?
Anyway, back to Leela Gildea. I know you just tell me who you think he looks like.
I want to go as a Halloween duo with Stephen Richardson.
Yes.
I'll be Jay.
Okay.
He'll be Silent Bob.
Fair enough. You'd have to shave your face, and I don't want to see it.
I know, you don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that.
I'll put on like some plaster.
A plaster.
A little fake face.
A fake face. Oh, my goodness.
Or Jay just let himself go. Like, like real life Jay.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
Kevin Smith, though, really?
No, he does look like Kevin Smith. You're absolutely right. Leela's been, back to Leela. Nominated for 2 categories, Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year and Contemporary Roots Album of the Year for the album that came out in September 2019, but I guess missed the cutoff for last year? Or they were completely canceled last year? Were they completely canceled last year, or they had awards last year? They didn't,
I just kind of assumed that. I've just lost track of everything.
It seems like, it came out yesterday. Like 2020 is just a wash. Yeah. Anyway, Leela Gildea, congratulations. Wonderful stuff once again. I mean, it's almost a given at this point that she's going to get nominated, I feel like. You know what I mean? Every time she puts something out, you're like, okay, well, this is another great album by Leela Gildea.
Well, especially, her last album, we've been playing a couple of the tracks from it, like nonstop.
And we're going to play another one right now.
All right.
Yes. Leela Gildea, Giants. Congratulations, Leela, on your double Juno nomination.
Cabin Radio's Morning Show Podcast. All the best chat, none of the embarrassing mistakes.
Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the North, Wheeler, Lecter, and... You know what that means? The magistrate is in the building. Is that his wrestling handle? Is that his name? The magistrate.
The magistrate?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. And now what could his finishing move be?
Wipes his feet on your forehead.
Ooh, very good.
Yeah.
What do magistrates do?
Sentence people.
There you go. All right.
Sentencing.
I sentence you to something.
The Judgment Day.
The Judgment Day. The sentence.
Yeah.
There you go. Very nice.
We're workshopping it.
Yeah, we're workshopping it.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll all have our fully defined wrestling personas. Ollie is a babyface, though, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, he is.
Well, although British, that's traditionally heel territory.
It is. Well, the British Bulldog was a fan favorite.
He was.
He was. And he
wasn't actually British.
That's true. Very, very famously not British. Oh, I loved it when he came out with dreads. Not dreads, but
like braids.
Braids, kinda, he came out with braids. Yeah. Super cool.
Super cool.
I forgot about that. Very famously not British. Wait, are we sure about that? I don't think so. Davey Boy Smith? He sounds British.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
Yeah. Ollie Boy Williams. Right? Davey Boy Smith, Ollie Boy Williams.
Oddly enough, if he was British, his accent sounded like it needed work.
Ollie joining us for a little break here at around 8 o'clock, halfway through the show. But up on the board this morning, it says Ollie broke a snowmobile. What's going on?
Overheard.
I
didn't hear this directly. I was in here yesterday morning. Of course, you were in the South Slave.
Davey Boy Smith was British.
Oh, he was British.
Born in Goulburn, Lancashire.
There you go.
Yeah.
How
is
far
that near
that
where
from
you?
Your house, Ollie?
you can't even pronounce the place name.
Okay. Goulburn, Lancashire.
What was wrong about that?
Sheer.
Oh, okay.
Lancashire.
Oh, Lancashire.
Just
Lancashire.
North America.
Lancashire.
Yeah, there you go.
Lancashire. Yeah.
Lancashire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sheer, the shire. Like, we dropped that nonsense.
Lancashire.
Lancashire.
Lancashire. Goulburn. Very good.
Sorry, what was the
I love how we had
question?
the same question at the same time.
Oh,
how far is that away from your
from
house?
Probably about 20 minutes from where my dad grew up.
Oh, really?
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Did he know Davy Boy Smith? Or?
Drive, yeah. Okay.
Not to the best of my knowledge.
Okay,
no.
fair enough.
Yeah.
No, my dad was a British Pekingese, not a British Bulldog. Very different.
Right. Fair enough.
It's
Yeah.
very nice. Very nice.
So you were in the South Slave for the last couple days.
Yeah, absolutely. Did
Yeah.
you have a good haycation?
I had a lovely Haycation. Yes.
Nice.
No, I got to do a lot of snowshoeing on Monday and some skiing. There is video footage of me wiping out skiing that you will all enjoy very much when that
Absolutely.
makes it to the internet.
Lovely.
Then what else? Got to go in the hot tub and on the water
hot
slide.
tub. Yeah, very nice.
very
Oh,
nice.
yeah. Well, I saw the water slide one. Very, very.
Well,
it's adorable.
The water slide is a personal badge of honor because it's technically closed right now.
But
In order to film it for the Haycation for when it's able to reopen, they sought special dispensation from the Chief Public Health Officer for me to go down Hay River's waterslide. So there is documentation that I am currently the only human being alive with permission to go down Hay River's waterslide, which is,
it
I've
smacks
had some
of
very,
privilege.
I've had some very special honors in my life.
Yeah, that's right.
But being the only person alive with access rights to the Hay River waterslide is a pretty sweet gig right now.
You have that in writing somewhere? Can we post
I think
that
so,
up?
yeah.
Let's frame it.
I have to dig it out, yeah.
That's right.
I'm fairly sure it's handwritten by Cami Candola. Yeah.
Oh, man. Just wait a few years from now when the new aquatic center is built and we're in like the 14th wave of COVID-19 and that's shut
14th
down.
wave.
And you get special privileges to ride down our brand new $1.6 million water slide.
It's going to be money
what a
well
day that's
spent.
gonna
I
be.
guarantee it.
Well, apparently,
Man.
Sheila Bassi-Callet, city manager here, was apparently in Hay River last week.
Oh.
And getting tips on water slides.
And she
because-
couldn't even go down
And
the water
I was going to
slide.
say, was not allowed to
Can't
ride
go
the
down
water
it.
slide.
Wow.
Which would lend her very, very good research and to getting our water slide. Listen, I got to go down this thing. It can't happen.
But by about the fifth or sixth go down that thing, I was getting really good.
Fifth or sixth go. Jeez.
Well, there's nobody
Wow.
else in there, so I just got to go down it, rub back up the steps, go down it again, rub back up the steps.
I mean, they did open it just for you.
Yeah.
Got to get your money.
I did notice you were going down particularly slow. That was like the most leisurely
Yeah, that
water
was a
slide.
leisurely water slide. I want a little bit of a shoot.
Well, when you're filming on your phone,
Right.
you don't necessarily want to be going at 80.
Yeah. Right.
Zipping down the thing. I was trying to keep that thing alive at the
Right.
same time.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
fair enough.
I mean,
You didn't have it in
traditionally-
an otter box, in a waterproof otter box?
I did not have a waterproof outer box.
Fair
That's
enough.
a euphemism if ever I've heard one. No, so I did that. What else did we do? Then on Tuesday went out ice fishing with Sean Buckley.
Oh, very nice.
lovely.
Very
Lovely.
nice.
So I
Yeah.
spent a few hours out in a bombardier in the middle of the lake,
Yeah.
Wow.
watching the haul come in, watching them. So is Sean, and he's got a guy helping him, a guy called Francois, who's out there as well.
That
Francois,
tracks.
by the way, great guy. So I don't know how old Francois is, but he's an elder, and he's been fishing for decades. But two things: one, he gets seasick on boats.
That's unfortunate.
Two, he doesn't eat fish.
Oh.
So he's a fascinating. He says, "I'm a winter fisherman." He just does ice fishing.
Now,
his thing.
Does he not eat fish? Has he never eaten fish, or has he just gotten sick of it after decades of fishing?
No, he had to switch up his diet for medical purposes.
Oh,
to
wow.
not involve fish. So he's currently vegan.
Interesting. I mean,
Huh.
because fish is practically a vegetable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
So yeah, that was the deal. So Francois, who is a great guy, it's just fascinating to me that he's in the fishing industry and has been all his life.
Yeah.
As a
Nice.
man who currently does not eat fish and also does not like boats. That struck
Well,
me as that
perfect.
that is a brave industry to get into in those circumstances.
But
Good for him.
I mean, perfect in the winter. No bugs, no boats,
Yeah.
and
True
it's a
enough.
frozen
Well, it's
fish.
just out there, and the whole process of setting nets under the lake in winter, I find fascinating, and watching them pull out the haul with all these canoe and whitefish and everything. And
Yeah.
the speed at which Sean Buckley guts a fish,
I
I've
can
never
imagine.
seen.
I can
Just
imagine.
watching him, he had a bucket of 30 fish, and just I would say 4.5 seconds of fish.
Nice.
To do the head, guts, and he's got a little box that he's keeping all the good stuff in. So yeah, the main body of the fish goes in there, but also the various organs, the livers sometimes are really nice if you fry them up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tossing those in, just watching that, I feel like I learned more than I have done watching a billion YouTube videos on how to gut a fish just by watching Sean do it for 20 minutes.
Have you watched a lot of videos on how to gut a fish?
Yeah, like, that's how, like, where else do you think I'm getting that knowledge from?
I mean, literally anybody who lives here. I could have shown you how to do it.
I couldn't. So not literally anybody.
I see. I don't know. I think you overestimate the number of people who can...
You should be ashamed of yourself. Can't get a fish.
I think you overestimate the number of people who can gut a fish.
I mean, if you live up here, it should be part of it. You know?
A part of what? The test?
Part of the test for living up here.
I have yet to catch a fish.
Can you irresponsibly slaughter caribou? Yeah. And can you gut a fish?
Yeah. I'd inject skating into that.
Skating? Yeah.
Wow. Skate over a fish. That's how we're going to do it.
That's right.
I'm just going to aim for the head.
His head.
Just go
there we go. Now roll it on its back. We're going to go for the belly.
Yeah. Great.
All right.
Can you gut a fish with ice skates? No, I cannot.
Enough pleasantries.
So the snowmobile.
It's time to get down to brass tacks.
What did you do?
So the last activity was snowmobiling. So
it was the last because you broke it. And they sent you home.
So we rented out the snowmobile, and the guy who's just helped set up a snowmobile club in Hay River, and they've got all these amazing trails done. He's like the guy's got about 5,000 kilometers on the clock on his snowmobile this year, setting trails.
Wow,
right, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So his name's Dan, and he took us out just into some of the local trails, and we were doing a bunch of filming, and then we got out into like this open area, a chance to cut loose, and
footloose.
And honestly, so this is not an exciting story.
Did you kick off your Sunday shoes?
Very good. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way to build up this story in terms of the tension. Basically, it broke and it wasn't my fault.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I mean, you were driving at the time, though, right?
So it ended up with an injection fluid leak.
And
ended up getting towed back, but it wasn't anything I did. So a snowmobile broke with me on it. But I was not the responsible party. I actually really enjoyed it. It's only the second time I've been...
Is that right?
In charge of a snowmobile.
Oh, in charge, yeah. Okay. So,
Fort Liard, 2013, I borrowed a friend's snowmobile and we went up to like the top of a mountain trail on the other side of the river, and that was a heck of a day out. Yeah. But that is the only other time that I have operated a snowmobile.
It's so much better to operate one than to be on the back of one. Yeah, a lot more fun.
Yeah. Well, I was expecting a slightly more exciting story.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I sort of told you the rest of all the stories. Like the Waterslide is frankly far more interesting than the snowmobile story, because I basically had a great time on a snowmobile. We finished the filming, and then we noticed it was leaking, and it got towed back.
The end. Well, that was literally the first time I became aware yesterday that you were back in the building. I was doing my on air here for like 90s at 9, and I heard you come walking in and take a phone call, and you were like, "Hello. Hey, yeah, I don't know why you're sorry. I'm the one who broke your snowmobile." I was like, well,
everyone was being polite to everybody else.
There.
I like the people who like rented it out. They were super apologetic because it had leaked. I was super apologetic because it wasn't leaking when I started. So is that like what? I'm no snowmobile expert. I just know that if something seems fine when I start with it and it's leaking when I end with it, the implication there would surely be that I did something. So anyway, everyone was very apologetic to everybody else. Okay. Yeah, it's all fine.
Well, this has got to count towards your impending Canadian citizenship, because now you're becoming very Canadian. You're apologizing for things that were not your fault at all, nothing to do with you. You're getting closer every day.
You've broken a snowmobile. You can't fill it a fish. This is all Canadian stuff.
Well, I probably can fill it a fish.
You can fill it a fish?
I think that the real, the advanced test is, can you fill it a pike?
Yeah, no, pikes are tough.
This sounds like a Wheeler versus Ollie.
Fill it a pike?
Fill it a pike.
Sean Buckley as a judge?
Oof. Okay, done. Let's do it.
You see, when he knows he's going to win. You see that? Immediately, he's just like, yeah, I can tell you. His leg is bouncing up and down.
No, that's from that's from the McDonald's he brought us. I'm full of sugar and salt.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you this right now. I've never filled it a pike.
Yeah, but look, that leg is wagging. That leg is wagging.
I did do the very Yellowknife childhood thing, which is catch a pike, put it in a bag, put it in the fridge. Did that before.
Is it still there?
Nope. Oh. But go fishing at like 1 o'clock in the morning from the government dock, pick up a pike or two, and then put them in a bag and just bring them home. Because at that point, I'd only gone on fishing trips, and it's like, yeah, you take the fish home and you fill it up, but at that point I was like 8. I didn't know that the fish was gonna just rot in the fridge overnight. And it's like, well, you gotta fill it that. My mom woke up the next morning, they threw it out.
Oh,
what are you putting fish in the fridge
just
for?
A dead fish in
just a dead fish in the fridge.
Yeah, the Yellowknife Mafia have struck again. There's a note next to it.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
We know.
Yeah, we know. Stop taking our fish. Well, that was less enjoyment for us that you had broken a snowmobile, since it just broke on its own. And you didn't do it.
Well, sorry. I mean, I felt bad. I came in here and I looked on the board and I was like, they're going to be disappointed in this story because it is not as exciting. The skiing mishap is a more scintillating piece of television.
Well, we'll wait for the video on that one, and then we'll get you to break down the video second by second.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're glad you had a great Haycation.
Mm-hmm.
And if you'd like to book your Haycation, go to Hay River. I think, right? Is that?
Well, that's generally the idea of a Haycation. Yes.
Pretty much. Go down to Hay River and just find some stuff to do.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the north. And now it's time for a new segment called Throwing AJ Under the Bus. So we had our 3rd anniversary party. I'm kidding. I am. So we had our 3rd anniversary party on Saturday. And we had a potluck, a beautiful potluck. Everybody brought too much food. There was too much food, really. And we had to do a big clean at the end of the night. It was after midnight. We were all tired. And we cleaned everything up, put some food away. A lot of us took food home. I took some of that fried chicken home. Took that Greek salad home. Very nice. Everybody took what they could. And then we stuffed the rest of it in the fridge. But we did leave out one folding table with all of the slow cookers that people brought. Now, there were no food left in these slow cookers, but there's nowhere really to store them. Other than that place, right? And I mean, like I said, it was after midnight. We weren't going to clean all those slow cookers at that time.
We had already let it all hang down.
That's right. We put out the garbage. We even took out the garbage bags. Lecter vacuumed, which is insane.
Very out of character.
Very out of character for you. Then AJ came in on Monday morning and was like, "Whoa, jeez, just leave it all for AJ." And we agreed that, yeah. We're pretty sure you enjoy this stuff. So that's why we left it for him. Right?
I mean, this was all sorted out yesterday.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't here for that.
It out. Yeah.
I wasn't here for that.
Now you're getting them all fired up again.
Well,
it's probably in the back, just like,
steaming.
I already apologized.
That's funny. This is not the news segment. I just wanted to mention that. I thought it was funny because you guys were just talking about it.
It's not a new segment. It's been a reoccurring segment for the last 3 years.
I don't think we've named it.
Throw
though.
AJ under the bus.
I don't think we named it that. I think we should get some sound effects. That kind of thing.
A bit too graphic.
It's too much. Just have AJ being, "Hey, what's under there?" Shove. Ah! Yeah. Well, because you don't have to throw him under the bus and the bus goes over him. You just have to put him underneath the bus.
The bus could be stationary.
The bus can be stationary.
Yeah,
it doesn't need to be moving.
Right.
That's too graphic.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's right.
Just slide him under there.
Yeah, slide him under there and just have one of us go, "Stay there."
Stay there for a while. Think about what you've done.
And that's what comes with being the skeleton, the person that holds this whole thing together. Right?
That's right.
You get none of the glory. And you get all of that. It all falls to you.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's unfair. It's thankless.
It is the job he wanted.
Well,
it's the job that came to him. That's what again, this is what you get for being
responsible.
Responsible. Yeah.
Aligning yourself with irresponsible people.
And just taking so much on. I'll handle that. There you go. There's all the stuff.
I was talking yesterday about how I had a bit of a strange dream.
Oh.
The night before.
Okay.
AJ was in it.
The night before what?
Like, not last night. But
the night before.
Yes. The night before yesterday morning.
Very good.
Yes.
Tuesday night.
And it was really weird. There was just like, we were here at Cabin Radio, but everything was different. Everything had been like moved around, and then slowly but surely in the middle of a morning show broadcast, just everything started breaking.
Uh-huh.
And just the whole studio was just falling apart. And for some reason, it was just me and AJ. I think I was dreaming in anticipation of yesterday morning's show.
Uh-huh.
And I just sat there and just continued to grumpily broadcast and narrate the scenario as everything was falling apart around us. And AJ was he couldn't even contribute to the show. He was too busy scurrying around trying to fix everything and stop it from breaking.
He's like the little Dutch boy putting his finger in the dam, right? Every time he puts in the finger in a leak, another one springs.
The little Dutch boy?
Yeah, that's what it is. Right? Isn't that a thing?
I
believe that's a thing.
Like Bugs Bunny doing that. Yeah.
Well, that's what it's based on. I think. I have no idea. But yeah, that's kind of how I picture it.
Yeah. And it was I was like, this is a very, very symbolic dream.
Yeah, I mean, you're calling it a weird dream, but I feel like that's exactly what would happen. If it was you and I doing the show and everything just started falling apart, like the building was on fire or something like that. AJ would be trying to put it out and we'd just be sitting here talking.
I mean, it's happened.
Yeah.
We've been in the middle of shows where the keyboard tray just plummets to the ground,
falls onto the ground,
and AJ's just gotta quietly
get
off
in there.
mic, just get underneath
pull
the
out
table,
the
screwdriver, start fixing stuff,
there you go.
And we the show must go on.
The show must go on. Not any further today, though. That's going to do it for Mornings at the Cabin for today. We will talk to you guys tomorrow. Wrap up semi-warm. It's minus 25 out there. Canada Goose jacket. Sure. Why not? A couple more days of that, but we've turned the corner. There's lots of light in the sky. There's lots of sunshine. Get out there and enjoy that. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.